ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. You know me, my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 56, right there, 56. Go, go, go.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll try and run this sweep to McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. It's caught. Jones. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 50 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. This is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jason Kroon, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. Runs over him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On first down, this is Geis, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Redskins.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Move on quickly. Check safety, check safety.
This is Thompson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 12. Let's get it. The 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a handoff. Geis going right. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They go play action now. Haskins on the move to his left. It's brought in by Doctson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Coming to you. 36.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Redskins 14, Bills 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Now the toss is to McCoy running right. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Check.
On 2nd down and 4. Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. Space to maneuver at the 40. Cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. 46 yards.
A gain of 46 yards on the play. And the Redskin first down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
A 49-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play? Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This time, Haskins will look to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd and 5. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, it's Thompson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action with Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. 12 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field read.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, it's Haskins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins looking deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike?
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. It's a big run there by McCoy. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
From the 25 on second down, Allen. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Allen going to leave it on the draw for McCoy. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. That one covers 29 yards, first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. On play action, Haskins. He'll buy some time right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10 now. Haskins. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught in that situation just to tuck it and go down?
Yeah, when you don't even have an opportunity to look downfield and assess what's going on, cover it, take care of the football. Don't turn something bad into something worse.
Throwing on third and long. Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big run there by McCoy. 55 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now McCoy dances by him. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Allen now looks to throw. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Flush to his right, escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. Pass incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here's McCoy. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
5 wide. General West.
They'll go again to McCoy. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball.
And it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bills, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Washington, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our